Hey, y'all. Lindsay here from Fearless Coaching. This video today is all about next best steps after a breast cancer diagnosis. So, my personal story is I was diagnosed with breast cancer nearly a year ago. And being a health and life coach already, I decided during the journey that I wanted to kind of recognize things that worked for me, things that didn't work for me, things that I needed that I didn't have, things that I wanted that I didn't have, things that really went smoothly and that I loved. And the idea was to kind of, once I was feeling better and up for it, to bring this information forward in the hopes that it could help support another. So these are my 7 next best steps after a breast cancer diagnosis. So first of all, breast cancer diagnosis is such an overwhelming time. There's a lot of fear that surrounds the C word, absolutely, and rightfully so. It really drums up a lot of emotion in a person that is not only experiencing it, but their friends and family as well. So the thing that I want to say is that it gets better with time. The overwhelm starts to subside a bit, the fear starts to subside a bit, and the big change that you're experiencing, the unfamiliarity becomes more familiar. It becomes more part of the familiar area of life, the daily routine. And not that that's a positive thing, but with that, the emotions aren't so new. The experience isn't so new, and therefore it isn't so overwhelming as it is in the beginning. So just know that if you've just found out, this is the most intense time that you'll experience throughout it. The treatments, yes, are intense, but the unknown in the beginning and the fear is very overwhelming. So hopefully these 7 steps can help support you in this process. So step number 1 is take time to process. Some of us process externally, some of us process internally, some of us like to talk it out, some of us don't. Whatever or however you process, allow yourself time to do that. It's so incredibly important for this journey. We tend to live very busy, very go lifestyles. And we don't always take time to reflect and process. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but we tend to keep busy, we keep in forward motion, we keep going. But the cancer journey is one that requires healing on so many levels. And processing emotions, reflecting on life, reflecting on your experience, allowing things to come and move through and really look at them and sit with them is so incredibly valuable to this healing journey. And so to bypass that experience, I think you would be doing yourself an incredible disservice to do so. So number 1, take time to process. Number 2, feel all the feels. So in our society, oftentimes we like to focus on positivity and optimism. Think positive, stay positive, speak positively, create positive actions. And I am an optimist through and through, and I agree with the importance of positive thinking. It is so incredibly important. But we have a tendency to bypass lower vibrational emotions when we just start to or try to stay in that positive mindset. And these lower vibrational emotions too have their place in this process, in every process, really, especially when it comes to healing. So if you feel angry, that's okay. Feel angry. If you feel sad, that's okay. Cry it out if you need to cry it out. If you feel resentful, frustrated, if you feel why me, that's okay. Please feel these emotions. They're important to feel. And then you can, once you've moved through those, you can move more towards the keeping the high-minded, positive thoughts and belief systems, but to bypass all of these negative emotions, again, they are quite important for this healing journey. So number 2, feel all the feels. Number 3, reach out for support. Friends, family, therapists, massage therapists, coaches, more doctors, integrative doctors, whatever your support team system looks like, whatever you need, do not hesitate, reach out. This is the time to ask for help. Do not shy away, ask for support, ask for the support that you need. It's the most valuable thing in this journey. You're going to need support. Don't be afraid to ask. So number 3, reach out for support. Number 4, knowledge is power. Ask questions. Ask questions to people who've been through it. Ask questions to your doctors. Ask questions to Google. Ask any questions that you need to give you the knowledge that you need. Knowledge is power. So prior to my appointments, my own personal experience, my mom and I would always create a compilation of questions before going into the appointment, because I found that the appointments themselves were so jam-packed with information that sometimes my head would be swimming throughout or processing so much that was being said that I had so many questions up until this point, and poof, I had forgotten them all because I was just trying to process what was going on right in front of me in the here and now. So by having a collection of questions that you've been writing down throughout the week or prior to the appointment is really an important piece of the puzzle, because to get these questions answered gives you knowledge, gives you power, gives you comfort, gives you peace. Also, having someone at the appointments with you who can also be listening. 4 ears are better than 2. 4 eyes are better than 2. Oftentimes I had 3 people at my appointments and 1 person on the phone, because I'm an external processor. So after the appointment, I would get everybody in the same room or everybody on the same call, and I would process with them all together. So I heard this. Did you hear this? What did you hear there? Because there is so much information, and it's easy to get stuck on something and then forget everything else that was said during the appointment. Also, I recorded appointments on my phone. So having a voice recorder on the iPhone, turning that on so you can listen back to the appointment if you need to, especially the most important ones, like my first appointment with my oncologist, my first appointment with my breast surgeon. Those were so incredibly important to record and go back to listen to. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask as many as you can. There are no stupid questions. There are no dumb questions. Questions are where you're going to gain your empowerment from. Knowledge is power in this situation. Knowledge provides clarity. Knowledge provides comfort. Knowledge provides peace. Knowledge provides hope. Knowledge provides faith. So number 4, ask questions. Knowledge is power. Number 5, talk to people who have been through it. There are Facebook groups. There are plenty of people who have been through this breast cancer journey. Reach out to people that you know. If someone offers, I have a friend who would love to talk to you. They've just went through this. People who have been through it are so willing to share their story and to provide knowledge and information that they have. And this also gives hope. It gives faith to hear these success stories. It gives comfort to know what to expect next on this journey, because there is so much bombarding you at once. So to talk to someone who's been through it, or multiple people or groups of people who have been through this, is so invaluable. It's gold. It's crucial. It's key. So 5, talk to people who have been through it. Reach out to people who have been through it. Number 6, get a second opinion. This is I found this incredibly valuable because I was bombarded with so much at once that I wanted to know others' opinions. And so I got a second opinion And it really gave me comfort to know that the diagnosis was the same. The treatment plan was very similar, although it was slightly different between the two teams of people that I had, diagnoses from. And so also it allowed me to decipher what doctors and what teams were right for me. So that's incredibly important as well. So that's where the second opinion comes in very handy, because you get to choose not only what treatment protocol is best for you, but also what team of people is best for you, because you're hiring these people to care for you, to support you during this time, to ensure your success. So take your time to hire the right people, the ones that are right for you. So number 6, that was get a second opinion. And then number 7 is take your time, listen to yourself, and don't rush. So everything is really fast moving when a cancer diagnosis comes about, and there's a flurry of activity, and there's diagnostic testing, and there's all kinds of doctors you're talking to, and you have a radiologist and a radiation oncologist, and you have an oncologist, and you have a breast surgeon, you have a plastic surgeon, you have your natural integrative doctors, if you so choose, your massage therapist, your coaches, so on and so forth. There is so much information bombarding you, so many people you're talking to, and the movement is very fast paced, and there's a push and a rush to get the treatment protocol started as quickly as possible, which is so important, absolutely important. But what's even more important is to take some time to just decide, to process and be sure that you are making the right decision for you, that you're not being pushed or rushed into any decision, that you're stepping back, you're taking a moment, you're processing everything that's been told to you. You've asked all your questions, you have your support system, you have your team, you have, the person that you process everything with, and then you make the decisions that are right for you, rather than a rush decision that you feel pushed into. So don't rush, take your time. Of course, get treatment started as quickly as is as right for you, but take that time to make the right decision for you. Advocate for yourself as well. Trust yourself. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for listening and watching. If you want to know more, if you have any questions, comment section below, drop a comment, reach out to me, book in for a free support session. The link is below. I'd love to help you and support you in any way that I can along this journey. If you know someone who's going through something like this, please share this with them. The more support, the better. Thank you again for being here. Sending you so much love. Be well.